Hi, I'm Jarrett Barrios, the CEO of the American Red Cross of Eastern Massachusetts. We want you to be safe with Hurricane Sandy. We want you to be prepared before she strikes. If you have a chance, get a piece of paper and take a few notes. I've got some tips for you. A hurricane is on its way, and we're going to hear it. We're going to see it. We're going to feel it in Massachusetts. You're going to be seeing lots on the news. Most importantly, don't panic. Get prepared. What are some of the things that you can do to help take care of yourself, your family, and your friends? Most importantly, stay on top of the news. Some of you might be intrepid enough to follow the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Institute, the NOAA website. You don't need to do that. Watch the local news. Stay on top of it, the Weather Channel if you have cable, and find out whether there's a hurricane watch, a warning, or if there's been an evacuation order issued for your area. In particular, if you live in a low-lying or a coastal area, you may get the order to evacuate. What else can you do to be prepared? Obviously, you need to check on your supplies. What are the kind of disaster supplies that you should have in your home, or perhaps also with you in your car if you're expecting that you might be evacuated? First, you need a 3-day supply of water. The average person drinks up to a gallon of water a day. That's 3 gallons of water a person for everybody in your household. Whether small bottles or large bottles, doesn't matter. Keep it in your basement, in your attic, it doesn't matter. But keep it at home, because if there's a threat to the water supply, you will not be able to drink tap water. 2, food. Have a 3-day supply of non-perishable food, canned foods, dried foods, the sorts of things that you can eat without having to cook because the gas or electricity may not work. 3, battery-powered or a hand-crank radio. These are very important to stay in touch. You may have your phone now that if your electricity goes out, you can rely on for news, but your phone battery may die. Also, do you have a way to charge your cell phone in your car? If you don't, getting a charging cord from your car would be very important in making sure that you still have some kind of access, but you may still not because of access to the internet, maybe down our cell phone. So make sure you have a hand crank or battery-powered radio. And of course, charged batteries, fresh batteries. If you have the opportunity, and don't already, make sure you get a first aid kit with Band-Aids, with bandages, with disinfectant, the sorts of stuff that you may need if you don't have the ability to get to a hospital in short order because transportation routes have been compromised. Do you have any multi-purpose tools, hammers, screwdrivers, things that you might need to get yourself out of your house or to take care of your house? Other items. Don't want to forget medications. If you have any prescription medications, today is the day to get it filled. You want to have at least a 72-hour, 3-day supply, preferably at least a week's supply of any essential medications. Any sanitation or personal hygiene items, important. Cell phones and cell phone chargers, have at the ready. Have all your family and emergency contact information printed because you may not be able to get them from your cell phone or your computer. Extra cash because ATMs won't work. Blankets and pillows in your car in case you need to evacuate. And of course, a map of the area if you don't know where you're going, and any baby supplies if you have children. Diapers especially. It's hard to get diapers when you're on the road or in some shelters. Obviously, extra clothing, raincoats, the sorts of things you might need in the event that you evacuate or you expect to be evacuated. Have that suitcase packed and in your car. These are the sorts of supplies that you should have at the ready. So listen to the weather reports, and if you think you might be evacuated, get ready and pack that bag. But whether or not you evacuate, have all of those supplies at home to take care of yourself and your family. What else should you do? Well, if you have any lawn furniture, trash cans, things that might get blown in the wind, those can become very dangerous moving at high speeds, or you might lose them entirely with the wind. Bring them inside or secure them so they don't blow away. Close your windows, and well, you probably would anyway because there's going to be a lot of rain. Don't stand near the windows during the storm because because they might shatter. Turn off any propane tanks, and with your refrigerator, turn it at the coldest setting and don't open it again. Because if power goes off, you might actually be able to protect the stuff that's inside for up to 18 hours if you have it as cold as possible and you don't open it. Fill your car's gas tank. Unplug small appliances. And of course, have an evacuation plan. Know how to get to that shelter. What? What's that? You don't know where the shelter is? Well, Red Cross can help you. If you still have access to the internet or you have a smartphone, you can go to redcross.org and find a shelter near you. Or, easier still, download our Hurricane app. Our app is free on iTunes. You can easily get it, and it goes right here. Preparedness information. Also, a listing of all the shelters in the area. Find the one that's closest to you. It even has a handy-dandy, actually a very cool function. If it's night and we don't have power, I have a mini flashlight. If you're at sea and you need help, or you're trying to attract the help of somebody, you can turn off your flashlight and you can turn on the strobe light. If you need help in the alarm, you can get the alarm on. It does a million things, and it's very, very useful in the event of a storm. It also has the ability to say to all your family and friends that you're safe. A little button here, the I'm Safe function, will send a message to Facebook, to Twitter, to all your email addresses and all your text messages, all the people that you have with cell phone numbers, to tell them that you're safe and that you've gotten to where you need to get. These are all very useful functions on the Red Cross Hurricane app. Just go to redcross.org, go to iTunes, do the search for Red Cross Hurricane app. Know where the shelters are, know the information you need to get prepared. And of course, if you have any questions before, during, or after the storm, call us at Red Cross, 1-800-RED-CROSS, or at our website, redcross.org. And if you'd like to help us help other people, because the Red Cross isn't the government and we rely on the support of people like you, please, when you get to that website, make a donation so that we can keep these shelters going and we can keep paying it forward for the next generation of Americans who are relying on the Red Cross to keep them safe. Thank you, and be safe.